Hello, 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 hello. Okay, let me turn this thing okay, here we go. Here we go. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me and everything's working. It all looks good. It all looks good. Do let me know in the chats. So, I'm back. Did you miss me? Obviously there was no stream last week. Holidays and all that business. I was away. It's looking a bit dark, the camera. I don't know what's going on. Can't seem to get the lighting right tonight. Just to see if I can adjust this a bit better. Well, it's good to see you all anyway. It's good to see some of the regulars on. Hello, Helen. Hello, Carl. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Jason. And hello, Fitzlou. Tayab. Sorry if I get any of your names wrong. I'll do my best. Hello, Gaz 419. Hello, Steve. Diego. Hello to you. Hello, Scott. I think that's everyone. I see that Doug was on earlier. I think he might have gone now. Hello, PC Parts. From India. Good to see you again. I'm just going to try and adjust this light a little. I think lighting is something I've got to got to work on. I think the camera settings aren't quite right. Let's just have a look. Bear with me in a second on the technology. It's just looking really dark and not particularly good. Let me see what I can do about that. And then we'll get on to the meat and potatoes. What a funny phrase that is, of tonight's stream, where we're going to be talking about some content ideas. We're going to try and inspire you when it comes to creating content, because we all know content is an important thing to have, but sometimes it's quite hard to come up with some ideas. So I'm going to give you some inspiration, hopefully, on creating content. Let me just get the cameras all working as they should be. Should only take 2 seconds. Okay. I don't know if that's any better, but we'll see. Yeah, and as Steve says, if you enjoy tonight's stream, please do click the like button below. It does really help me out. Aurelian says it's amazing how from such a small office you manage to do all the things you do. Well, you don't need a big office. I've had big offices in the past. They cost lots of money in rent and stuff. This is a tiny little, it's like a cupboard really. But yeah, it's nice, especially in the winter. It's nice and warm in here. End of the day, you only need some space for a laptop or whatever. I think the picture's okay. We'll go with that. I can't be able to mess around. Stephanie says, yeah, my live lighting is different. It's a different camera, Stephanie, on the live shoots, which is why it all looks different. You can see all my mess. There we go. But anyway, yeah, of course, I will be answering your questions tonight, today, this morning, whatever time it is where you are. So please do just ask them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer as many as I possibly can. Hopefully all of them. But we'll see. Hello, Anthony. Good to see you. The room's like NASA control. Yeah, it is a little bit. I feel like I could launch a rocket of some sort from here. Okay. So there was a question. I just saw one. Can I ask a small question, a little bit off topic? This is from B Bobby. How much your Boots affiliate site should be worth if you intend to sell it? I don't know. Make me an offer, Bobby, if you want to buy it. I'm not doing anything with it, so it probably should go to someone who could look after it. I don't know. They normally do it on like 10 times earnings or something like that, so I don't know. That's a month. I don't know. It's probably worth a few grand. Ah, hello, Doug. You are there. Haven't seen you for a while. We need to catch up, see how everything's going. How do I have such thick hair? It's genetics, I guess. Could be diet. I doubt it. A good diet of beer That's what it is. Tayab says, hi, would you think affiliate sites are better or drop shipping? I would always say affiliate, and in fact I've got a video on that very topic which I will put a link to in the chat when I can find it. It's actually on my other channel, I believe, but let me answer it as well before I put the link in. I would always go for affiliate. Now, in terms of earnings potential, that you can earn a similar amount of money on both, I believe. The reason why I prefer affiliate marketing is that you don't have to deal with customers directly. Now, a lot of people might see that as a negative because, you know, when you refer someone to Amazon, they become a customer of Amazon, if they're not already, which they probably already are, and they don't become a customer of yours. Whereas with dropshipping, when someone buys something, they're one of your customers, and obviously there's a benefit to that because you can then build a relationship with them over time, and you can sell them more stuff and do all the stuff that you do when you own a customer, which is not so easy with affiliate marketing. I mean, it's not impossible because you can. My chair is very creaky. I do apologise. Sorry, what I was saying, with affiliate marketing, you can capture people's details. It's a bit more tricky. You can build an email list, build a social media following, build a community on your site, that kind of stuff. But to me, it's a benefit because I don't like dealing with customers much, really, because not that I've got a problem with people. I obviously love people. I like talking with all you guys. It's just that customers can be a bit of hassle. You know, you've got products that are faulty. You've got to do returns. You've got to do customer service. You've got to do billing. You've got to do all that stuff, which is a lot of work. And as an affiliate, you don't have to worry about that. You just got to send the traffic over and get your commission. Let me just find that link to that video, which basically talks about that stuff, but in a bit more detail. Where has it gone? Here we go. Found it. Pasting it in the chat now. Whoa. Stephanie says, Woozone is automatically uploading products I don't want, and I've spent hours trying to get it stopped to no avail. Help. Okay. Let's answer this question. Hello, Kilmer Network. Hello, Andrew from Belfast. The same person. I'm going to get on the computer. I'm going to show you why Woozone might be importing some stuff that it shouldn't be. So, let's transition. Let's adjust that a little bit up there. See, I've got a big light. You can see the big light. I think I need more lights. Right, let me see if I can get my display capture working. Come on, OBS, don't let me down. Oh, I've already pressed the wrong button. Okay, display capture needs to be Chrome new tab. Yep, perfect. That's okay. I think this is going to be fine. Here we go. Let's go over to the Bow Wow Tech. By the way, the hosting post is nearly done. Well, I've been messing around with lots of different hosting packages, and it's not as clear and straightforward as you'd think, actually, because I've got some hosting that does really well on the hosting plugin checker thing that I've been running, which is kind of measuring all the load speeds. But then the same site does really badly on Google page speed score. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it should be done next week, all being well, and we'll see which hosting is best. I'm not quite sure yet because the results are very mixed, so I need to kind of really drill into it, work out what's best for the money. Okay, so Woozone importing some weird stuff, some products that you don't know what they are, or maybe they're related to your niche but you don't remember adding them. So I think this problem comes about when people do the following. I might just make this a little bit smaller so you can sort of see it. So you go into Woozone and you go in here. I'm hopefully not going to share my keys with you. That'd be annoying. I have to reset all my API keys. Let's have a look. No, I think we're okay. So yeah, you come in here and you're doing the insane import mode. Yeah. So this is how you add products. It's a good way to add products. You come in here and you type in, you want a dog ball launcher. Okay. Then we do a little search. You even actually see, oh, hang on, let me scroll down, there you go. So there you go, and it finds some products. Now, I think where people are going wrong is that they might accidentally click on this green button. Hang on, let me just resize this green button over here. So instead of this blue button, they click on this green button, and if you do that, it brings up this thing, and then it starts doing the search and the schedule, you know, every single day. And if you, let me just do this. So you may have done, I mean, you might not have done this. You might, I don't know, if you haven't done this, then you've added it some other way. But I think that's what people do. They make that mistake, and they click that, and they do that, and then they go, hang on, why is it not importing? And then they come down here, then they import them as they should, and they forget all about that search schedule. Now what that does is I think it adds them in here. So you've got this auto imports thing. Hang on, let me scroll down so you can see what I'm actually talking about. It's a very small window of opportunity we've got here. But yeah, this thing here, I think it adds it here to these auto imports. So if we look in the auto import search, I think it's in here, we should see the dog ball launcher thing that I just did. Okay, no, it's not in there. Let's go into the queue. It's in here somewhere. It says there is one there. Why isn't there's nothing there? Okay, here we go. Look. So there we go. It's added all this stuff here. So come in here on your site, have a look and see if you've got anything. And if you have, you're probably going to want to click delete like that. Then I think if there's something in here as well, you're going to want to delete that too. Show all public. Where is it then? You think one items. Maybe is it my window? Ah, there we go. It's my window's too small. I don't know if I can. It's not letting me scroll down. Let me zoom out. Will that work? No, let me zoom in. Maybe that'll work. Okay, basically come in here, yeah, and if there's something in here, which for whatever reason I can't seem to share with you with my screen capture. Basically, yeah, it's got the thing here, the dog ball launcher search. You can kind of just about make it out. And over here on the right hand side, let me just see if I can adjust this display. Okay. Is that better? I think maybe you can see it a bit better now. Okay, so there we go, yeah. So I'm just going to delete that. There we go. So you're going to have something in there in this auto import section, which is here. Go in there and just clean out whatever you want. I mean, I guess it's a useful thing. You could, you know, if there's products that you know are going to update all the time, you could use this, but I've never really used it. It just seems like too much risk, you know, to be importing products automatically, but hey, I'm sure it's got its uses. So there we go, Stephanie. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, here we go. Let's transition to the back of my head. Hello, Pascal. Carl Broadbent says, Broadbent even says, Carl, let's just say Carl. He says, Empire Flipper is a big topic now. Interesting listening to their podcast with sellers. Yes, I must check that out. Diego says, off topic, have you tried using Bluehost instead of HostGator? Bluehost are offering free domains on their sign up. Yes, they do offer free domain, which is kind of cool. They are going to be featured in my upcoming hosting comparison video post. Check it out. At the top of my head, let me just have a quick look at the results on Bluehost, which I've got all here. Yeah, Bluehost are not too bad in terms of like speed and stuff. About the same as HostGator. I think they're owned by the same. They're owned by the same people. That EIG company. Doug's getting some love there from Pascal. Ikenna says, set up a great post, a great blog at sellblogger.com. But Amazon have not approved. I'm just going to have a look at your site right now and just see if I got any idea why. It looks okay. I mean, what's your niche? Are you just trying to do everything? I mean, if you're just going to take loads of different things from Amazon and not have much focus, that could be a problem. There might not be quite enough content. The site still looks sort of not quite finished to me. There's quite a bit of white space and a few gaps. The other thing is you're talking quite a bit about cryptocurrency, and now I don't know if that's a problem with Amazon, but you know, some companies, Google and Facebook, have been a little bit iffy with crypto because of all the initial coin offerings and stuff, all the scams. So don't know, that could be a reason, but I think I would start just by adding a lot more content and maybe be a little bit more focused in the products you're promoting, because you've got a bit of everything here. Maybe lose the ads as well for now, and then you can always add them back later, and then just try again. Have you seen my video on how to get approved for Amazon? It's on the channel, go take a look. Scott says you could do affiliate and then you could start dropshipping on products you get good sales from. You could. Doug says that we should catch up. Yeah, shoot me an email. Let's catch up. Tayab says, would you think redirects from my site to AliExpress or Amazon or eBay? Is my site trustworthy for customer and Google? That's the one I just looked at, isn't it? But it really depends on your site. Hello, R7 Eagle. Galaxy Prime says, please tell me where you can I pay to get trusted? I think you're trying to say, where can I pay and get some targeted traffic? You can pay on Facebook, you can pay on Google AdWords or Facebook ads. But be careful, because it can cost quite a lot of money. Shay, good to see you. Shay says, I almost got my Amazon approval. I reached the necessary sales, but when they inspected my site, I had a JPEG on the homepage that said powered by Amazon. Oh. They cancelled me for copyright violation. Just remove it and just apply again. Hopefully you're not banned. You've got to be so careful if you use the Amazon logo. If you say anything about Amazon, just be careful. That's what I'm saying. Oh, good. I see you have said you're going to reapply. You've got to just keep slogging away. Iron Genetics, hello. Iron Genetics asks, I've got one question. Is WooZone working with the newest WooCommerce update? We have to update WooCommerce ASP because version 3.5 has a security fix. I believe so. I believe it's fine, yeah. Doug's off. He says, click the like button. And I agree with that statement. Gaz says, I have an insane import mode query regarding WooZone. By the way, I'm going to be getting onto the content inspiration ideas in 2 minutes. Gaz49 says, I have an insane import mode query. There are products on Amazon I can clearly see, but insane import just won't find them in search. Even the search name is identical. Any thoughts? Gaz, put one of the products into chat and I will add it to my site and we'll see if we can find it. Carl says, have you had a post go viral? If so, what was it? I don't think I have. Not viral. I wish I did, don't you? I think with the stuff I'm creating, it's going to be quite hard to get a viral post just because it's not mainstream. That makes sense. But Don't know. Something for me to think about. Scott says, what is export asins in WooZone next to the import button on insane import mode? That's a good question. Let's have a look. What is the export asins? Let's have a look. My display capture's stopped working again. Oh no, we're fine. Okay, where are we looking? I don't see an export asins. What is it in WooZone next to the import button on insane? Where's the import button? The import button's down here. I don't see an export. Am I missing something? Bobby says, how much should one charge for developing an Amazon affiliate website for someone? That's a good question. A good answer is however much you can get away with, I guess. Depends on your experience and things. But I know of other companies that charge, not for a WooZone site, just for a basic Amazon affiliate type site, at least $2,000 maybe. For a WooZone site, you probably charge more. Webby says, have you successfully made good money with a site using affiliate or content egg? I haven't. I guess you're talking about my price comparison one, which I've not done any work on, and it's made a couple of pounds. It hasn't made anything special. There is a new video I'm going to be doing really soon though, using Rehub again. Gaz doesn't want to let me know of a product because it might give his niche away. Fair enough. Fair enough. But sometimes I've found, try dropping the ASIN number straight and see if you can find it that way. Sometimes you just need to drill down in the categories a bit more to be able to find it. Don't know. Chad says he had a mini viral post this week. That's great news. Is that around your healthcare type site? Shay says, Alex, I've watched your video on how to speed up sites, utilise WP Fastest Cache. Still suffering from fairly slight site, especially on mobile. Any other tips? Check your hosting. Shay, who's your hosting with? It's going to be the biggest issue. Reduce any plugins that you don't need. Get rid of them. Don't need a ton of plugins. But yeah, your hosting is the biggest factor. Now I've, as I say, been playing around with lots of different hosts for this new video that I'm working on, and there is a big difference between different companies and the speed you get just straight out of the kind of off the whatever, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Straight out the door, straight when you set up, you know, the speed difference is big. Because I've been installing exactly the same site, the Bow Wow Tech site, across multiple hosting companies, and yeah, without touching anything, it's exactly the same site, the speed differences are considerable. But if anyone's got a product that they're struggling to import and they want to share it with me, I will do a search and see if I can find it, and we'll just see if it makes a difference. But I'm on Amazon UK, if that makes, so preferably a product that's on Amazon UK. Shay, you're on HostGator. Okay. One thing you can try is to increase your PHP version. And I'm just going to do a quick test on your site and just see if I can see anything obvious. But yeah, increasing your PHP to version 7.2, which you can do within your HostGator control panel. That can have a big effect on the speed of your site. I'm just running it through Google PageSpeed. I'll have a look at GT metrics as well maybe, but this should tell me what I need to know. It's just analysing, you know, it takes a few minutes. In the meantime, let's answer some more questions. Galaxy Prime says, I have an Amazon affiliate website and I want to create a new one. Should I create a new affiliate ID or is just one enough? I'd create a new affiliate ID. That's all you're going to need. That way that when you log into your Amazon dashboard and run reports, you'll be able to see which sites are doing well and which sites aren't. Carl says he's got 7,000 views in 7 hours after posting a blog. It lasts for a day, and it was on my newest site, so it will help with my rankings. I logged on to Google Live and it had 70 to 80 people on the site for most of the day. Wow. How did you get the article out there? Did you do anything special? Gaz has noticed that Keywords Everywhere is not working with Answer the Public anymore, but they're going to fix it. That's good. Diego says, getting your Amazon approval question. Do you need content first? Yeah, you do. You want to have a site that's looking pretty good. It's got content on it. It'll really help your chances of getting approved. Yeah, you're not doing too bad on Google Page Speed Insights. So yeah, try that PHP version, see if that makes any difference. Okay, so Carl posted his article on Facebook. FLT 1979 has found a little tip here. He was trying to import some products and they just wouldn't import. And then he realized that there were products that he had imported previously and he deleted them, but they were still in the trash. Now that is a problem. Woozone will not import a product that's already been imported, and that includes if it's still in your trash. So if you've deleted some products, then go into your trash within the product section in your dashboard and then clean out the trash. Bye-bye, Stephanie. Good to see you again. By the way, I'm thinking of using your picture in an advert on the site. Are you okay with that? If you're not, let me know. Because I think you look better than me in terms of holding up the t-shirt and that. Is she still here, Stephanie, or is she gone? I think you're still here. Did you get that? Okay, so let's start talking about content ideas. Now, I made a note of these earlier today. I just got to find it. Okay, I found it. Gaz says, on the early videos you used Storefront theme, which I followed for my first site. Do you still use it? Yeah, I still use Storefront. It's on beer shirts and a few others. I like Storefront. It's a great theme. Okay, so let's talk about content ideas. And now I'd be interested to hear your ideas when it comes to creating content for an affiliate site. So the reason I've been thinking about this is I've been working on a new affiliate site. There's a new tutorial going to come out soon. And I'm going to be focusing on a very content focused site. So yeah, a site, I'm not going to have Woozone or anything on it. It's just going to be purely about content. So yeah, I need lots of ideas for content. So I've been out and about looking at stuff and yeah, just trying to come up with some ideas. And doing that, I managed to put together 10, and there's probably a lot more, but I've got 10 tonight, 10 different types of content that we can use when we're creating content for our affiliate site. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an Amazon affiliate site. It could be any type of affiliate site. I'm going to come back to the questions in a moment. I kind of wish I'd done a PowerPoint now, but I guess you're just going to have to look at my face, if that's all right. The other thing I noticed is I lost my words. So let's start from the top. So the first obvious type of content site is product reviews, which I'm sure a lot of you are already doing on your affiliate sites. It's an obvious thing to do, and a lot of people say, well, what if I don't have the product? How can I create a review if I don't have a product? It's a good question. What you can do is you can aggregate views from other sites and other resources. So that could be Amazon, could be YouTube. You could pull together different YouTube videos. You obviously need to add your comments and kind of bring it together so it's in a coherent piece of content, in a coherent sort of blog post. But yeah, product reviews are good. Obviously, ultimately, the best sort of views are if you actually have got the product and you can do a proper, thorough, independent review. Now you hear, I mean, when people get serious into affiliate marketing, that's what they do. They don't rehash Amazon reviews or anything like that. They purchase products and then they review them. And of course, you know, we can't all that because that costs money to get products. But then you can obviously sell the product after you reviewed it and get probably the majority of the money back, especially if you keep it in very good condition, keep all the packaging and everything like that. So it's a good thing, and it's something to consider, that, you know, you could create your own reviews. And if you're selling low cost stuff, then certainly try and get hold of the products. Do a review. If you can do a video, that'd be great. I mean, you don't have to show your face. You could use your phone and show off the product that way and do a review that way. So that's number one, which is product reviews. Number two is buyer's guides, which are a bit like a product review, I guess. But for this one, actually, I want to show you on the computer again. Let's do that. I want to get Google up. If I can, come on. I need to sort out this kind of the screen grab on here, because it's not right. Where? There we go. That's there we go. I just want to get Google. So buyer's guides. So generally, buyer's guides are when people are looking for a product. They know a product. They want a product. You know, they want a camera. They want a lawnmower. They want a running machine. They want a dog ball launcher. And they type something into Google like this. The best. Oh look, in fact, I've got a few here. Let's do hair dryers. That's an interesting one. So the best hair dryers. This is a kind of buyer's guide kind of term. I don't know, I'm doing hair dryers because I've got no niche or niche related to hair dryers, but for this example, it'll work. So you've got the best hair dryers, which is a good one. But I think the real best sort of buyer's guides and the ones that are going to rank better are ones that are very specific. So you can see here that when we start adding more words like for, you know, a buyer's guide would be great. The best hair dryers for fine hair. You do your research, read some product reviews, pull together all of the hair dryers that you find that are good for fine hair. Explain why these hair dryers are good for fine hair. I mean, I don't know what that could be. Maybe they're really hot, or maybe they're not too hot, or maybe they don't blow too fast. As you can tell, I'm not a hair dryer expert, but you get the idea. And then, you know, you can even just see what else. Look at that. Put an A in, you get afro hair. Put a B in, black hair, brush, natural hair, curly hair, thick hair. So I'm just typing different letters here, and it's giving me all of these ideas for buyer's guides. I mean, look at all the content. The best hairdryer, comb. Wow. So that's the best. Yeah. I'm out of my depth with the hairdryers, but we could do other things like the best. I don't know what I'm doing lawnmowers. Again, I don't have a niche in this thing, but, you know, for small gardens. We do a 4, and then we can see even more ideas for hills, for the money, for Bermuda grass. What is Bermuda grass? For a small yard, for a big yard, for tall grass, for short grass. Which is the best lawnmower for stripes? So that's a buyer's guide where you kind of, it'll probably start with something like the best, and then you'll go into detail in terms of explaining why that is and help people buy. So that's number 2, which is buyer's guides. So let's go on to number 3. Now number 3 is something that I do quite a bit. And let me just come back to you. I need to do a transition. Okay, number 3 is something, as I say, I do quite a bit, and that is tutorials. You know, WP Eagle, I do the odd tutorial. You may have seen them. But obviously you can do tutorials in any niche, and basically you're just telling people how to do something, and then within that tutorial there may be a product. So for example, when I do a tutorial about setting up a website, there is hosting involved, there's themes, there's plugins, and they're all things that I can, you know, recommend confidently because I'm using them within the tutorial, and of course there's an opportunity there for an affiliate link. So tutorial is pretty straightforward. Yeah, a video is a great way to do a tutorial, but if you don't fancy doing a video, you can always just do, you know, a written post. That'd be fine as a tutorial as well. So number 3 is tutorials. Number 4 is product comparisons. So this is where you take 2 or more products and you compare them against each other. And again, if you want ideas for that, I'm going to go back on the computer. I'm going back and forth tonight a lot. So a product comparison is going to start probably something like this. So you get 2 products, and I'm going to go for cameras because I can see a camera and it's giving me inspiration, and I did it earlier. So I know, look, is dog slobber dangerous? Just because the dog licks a lot. It turns out dog slobber is generally fine. It's full of a lot of bacteria. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. So yeah, something like this. So where you've got 2 different products and you say, is Canon 70D better than 80D? And then you do a lovely article like this, you know, where it's this against this. Look, they got their affiliate links just right there. And then you're just basically comparing stuff side by side. You got the tables is obviously a great way to do this. And people can then very easily see what is the difference between them, the sizes. I mean, this is a great piece of content, a great product comparison on what looks like quite a good affiliate site. So yeah, product comparisons work really well. So it generally is something better than this, or it could be, you know, this versus this, you know, whatever. You could probably think of 2 products that you could quite easily compare within your niche. So number 4 is product comparisons. Number 5 is all around budget. So I've kind of called it best for budget, but so you'd write content. Yeah, you write content around, you know, the best camera for under $500, or the best whatever for under this, that kind of thing. Again, you do some search on Google and it would come up with some ideas for you on that one. And it's quite straightforward because then you just kind of find all the products that are within that price range and put together an article that way. Number 6 is the one that everyone does, and that is top 10 lists or top 20 lists or top 30. So the top 10 hair dryers for bald men. That's probably not a good idea. I wouldn't do that one, but you get the idea. So just listing products and putting them into some sort of list for whatever reason. So the best brushes or the best toys for big dogs, or you know, you get the idea. Do some Google searches, you'll get some ideas on that one. Number 6 is the top 10 lists, or top 20, or top 100. Probably the longer the better. Okay, number 7 is an interesting one, and I've just put interview an expert. So this is where I'm going to take a bit more work, because you're going to need to reach out to experts within your niche. So for example, in one of my niches, which is dogs and that kind of thing, the Bow Wow Tech, I could reach out to some, you know, expert dog trainer, see if they do an interview, and they generally might be interested, especially if they can do it just like over email or something. You don't necessarily have to do a video or Skype or anything like that. You could just do it over email. To say, yeah, would you mind answering a few questions for me? I'm doing an interview for my blog, and you know, I'd love to have you on it. I will of course put a picture of you if you want, and you know, link to your site, and then give you all the promotion, whatever you want, publicity you want. If you just answer these 20 questions or whatever, and you know, for me it could be, you know, as a dog trainer, which what's your most essential piece of training equipment or something like that? What would you recommend to exercise a dog? What food do you recommend for dogs? You know, all these kind of questions. Get them to answer it. You've created a bit of content. It's got loads of credibility because it's, you know, an expert that's giving you all the answers. And again, there'll be opportunity there to link to products. You know, so when the expert says, "Well, I recommend this product for training dogs. It's perfect. I use it all the time." You know, you can link off to Amazon. So yeah, number 7 is interview an expert. Number 8 is the resources list. Now this is quite an easy one, and it's something I've actually been meaning to do for WP Eagle for a while. Create some resources lists. So for WP Eagle, I could have, you know, my essential list of themes, my essential list of plugins, my essential hosting list, which is what I am kind of working on. For the dog one, it could be essential dog walking equipment, it could be essential dog washing equipment, you know, just resources lists of this is what you must have to do this, and just it's like a cornerstone piece of content, a bit of evergreen content that's going to be relevant for quite some time. Number 9 is my top tips list, which is different to the top 10 list. It's the top tips list, so you'd offer tips. So for my dog training one, it could be, you know, top tips to train your dog, top tips to walk your dog, and then just, you know, listing a load of tips. Not necessarily going to promote many products in this sort of one, but just generally giving some useful information away. Now the last one's quite an interesting one. I've just put it as influencer list, and again this is something that I'm working on for WP Eagle, but this is putting together a post where you're basically listing out all the important experts and people that are within your niche. So for example, I say on WP Eagle I could link out to people like Doug and Income School and WP Crafter and Ferdy and all the other YouTubers and people that I'm friends with, and you know, you might think, well, that's a bit weird because they're like all your competition and whatever, but I don't see it like that. I see it as building my own credibility by recommending other credible people, and I'm sure it'll have benefit because they'll notice that I've linked to them. I'll be in their mind, they might link to me, we might be able to collaborate, and again, it's just a really useful bit of content for your visitors where you're kind of pointing out other great resources that they should check out and not just blowing your own trumpet all the time. So yeah, number 10 is the influencer lists. So yeah, that's it. Let me just recap that in case you missed any. So I should probably turn this into a proper video, which I might do soon. Number 1 is product reviews. Good, easy content to do. 2, buyer's guides. You know, the best lawnmower, the best hairdryer for bald men. Number 3, tutorials, how to do something. Number 4, product comparisons. Is whatever better than whatever, or this versus that, which is best, that kind of thing. Number 5, best for budget. The best DSLR cameras for under $500. The best dog training equipment for under $50. So best for budget. Number 6 is top 10 lists. So the top 10 dog coats for winter. Number 7, interview an expert, which say, you know, reach out to someone, do an interview with them. Number 8 is a resources list. The must-have WordPress plugins. The must-have dog training equipment. The must-have beer shirts for when drinking. I don't know, I'm just thinking of my own niches, but there we go. I said niche again, didn't I? Number 9 is a top tips list. So top tips to keep your dog smelling great. Something like that. Number 10 is the influencer list. These are the people that are experts in this field. You've got to go check it out. Whew. I hope that was useful. Right, I'm going to go back to the questions. I'm going to run for another 15 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap it up. Because it's really hot with this radio on tonight. He's sweating in here. Gaz says, can you add filters to storefront easily? Good question. Let me have a quick look. Now there are filters within WooCommerce. There's the widgets. So if you can add a widget, you can add a filter. But I can't remember whether... Oh yeah, you can, yeah. I think you probably can, because Storefront does have a sidebar, so you could just drop in some WooCommerce filter widgets. It should work fine. Need to update beer shirts a bit. Just looking at it. O2 Hudvsgood says, how can I add a carousel widget that displays posts to my site? Depends on your theme. Some themes will have that built in. You can just drop it in with Visual Composer or Elementor or whatever you're using. If your theme doesn't, then you're just going to need to find a plugin that's a post carousel. I'm sure there's a load of free ones. Bram, hello again. Shakti, hi. Ah, you're very sweet. He says, you're or she, he, I don't know. All your videos are very helpful and informative. Thank you, and you deserve more subs. I wish one day. We're still growing slowly, but yeah, I wish I had more subs. I don't know why. There's obviously something not quite right, because there's a lot of channels with a lot more subs than me that are doing similar stuff. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll get there. I've not given up yet. San Andreas also has been very kind. I'm not going to read out all the kind words, although I do appreciate them. San Andreas is saying he's learned a lot from the channel, which I really do enjoy hearing, that I'm helping people out. Carl's got an idea for product reviews, going back to what we were talking about a minute ago. Carl says he contacts the maker and asks them to send me the product for me to review, and in return they will get a bank link on my site. I also share the product on social media. Most like it and agree. So there you reach out to some manufacturers and say, look, I'm going to do a review on your product. Especially if you say you're going to do like a video and link to their site and put it on social media, they're probably going to be quite keen. And you know, they may say, okay, you can do that, but we want you to send the product back, in which case, you know, you can do that too. Gaz had another revelation this week. He says, even when the competition says 1, ignore it. I found some KGR keyword combos that meet and exceed 0.25, even when the competition is 1. Good tip. There's no, Carl's done a search. There is no hair dryers for bald men, so maybe that's an opportunity. That's the thing when you're researching stuff. You've got to make sure, okay, there's no one else doing this. There's no other content. Well, this could be a good thing to go for, but then, you know, is it actually something people are looking for? Probably not. When it comes to hair dryers for bald men. Scott Halford says, your recent video, which is today's video in fact, which was about removing the add to cart from Woozone. Do you need to disable the 90-day cookie setting? I don't think you do, but I think that when you do start direct linking, you're only going to have the 24-hour cookie, I think. Though I've not tested that. Stephanie's back. Hello. She says I can use the picture, which is good. Swift Game says his Wix a good site builder for affiliate sites. No, I wouldn't think so. I'd go with WordPress. Sandra says, I'm creating a new menu with 9 level of sub-menu items. Saved menu, activated it. View the site, top level item all appear correctly. When I mouse over top level menu item, the drop down. What theme are you running there, San Andreas? Oh, sorry. I'm reading the rest. It's gone to so yeah, the top level menu items, the drop down appears, but as soon as I move the mouse onto one of those sub menu items, they disappear and cannot be clicked. That sounds like a problem with your theme. A little bit of CSS, whatever, could probably fix that. If there's a gap, for example, between the sub menu and the top, the parent menu, when you move your mouse down, it could kind of close the sub menu and stop working. Rohit says, need tips for SEO beginners. There's some videos on the channel, but the first tip is install Yoast SEO. Other SEO plugins are available, but it's the one I use. Optimize your title tags and your header tags, your meta descriptions. Although actually don't worry too much about the meta description, but just make sure that your keywords in the first couple of paragraphs on the page. If you use Yoast, it will give you all these recommendations. Submit an XML sitemap to Google Webmaster Console. But the main thing with SEO is just to create some really good, useful content. So it generally needs to be long. I'm talking more than 1,500 words. It needs to be well written. It needs to be useful. And yeah, then optimize it with Yoast SEO. Try and attract some links to it by sharing it and reaching out to other blogs. But yeah, check out my channel for some more tips on SEO. Okay, Sandra, so you got a problem with Kingdom? Drop me an email and I'll try and have a look at your site for you. It could be a plugin interfering, could be something like that that's messing up the menus. The other thing to do is, of course, raise a support ticket with AA Team. Not that AA Team. That was the AA. That was the A Team theme tune. If you missed it. Scott says, I have the API for Amazon UK. If you want to get Amazon.com affiliate, how do I incorporate .com links? You don't need the API for different countries. You just need to be signed up as an affiliate on the .com site. So you need to be approved in there, and then you need to just get a tracking ID for US. Then within the WooZone Amazon config settings, the first page below the keys, I think it is, you've got those boxes where you can put in your affiliate IDs. Put one in for US, put one in for UK, and then it will do the rest for you. Swift Game says, where can I get affiliate forms for my site, such as affiliate disclosure, terms of service, privacy policy? I've got some videos on the channel, which I did very recently, about privacy policy and cookie policy. Terms of service, you're just going to have to shop around, see what you can find. I've got one on WP Eagle you can use, but generally you're going to need to write it yourself. Although terms of service isn't that important really on the affiliate site, really. In terms of affiliate disclosure, you really only need to have a paragraph in the footer of your site that just clearly says that you're an affiliate for whoever and that you're going to be promoting stuff. And if someone clicks on stuff and buys stuff, you're going to get paid. So you can see affiliate disclosures on wpeagle.com. You can see affiliate disclosures on bowwowtech.co.uk. They're all at the bottom. You're welcome to copy them. My email is eagle@wpeagle.com, as Helen has just said in the chat. It's also up the corner, up there somewhere. If you can't quite read it, but yeah, it is. Carl says, if you're doing a review post, let's say best hair dryers, use odd numbers, i.e. top 7 best hair dryers. Google likes it for some reason. Good tip. Top 9, top 11. Yeah, I think, yeah, using 10 and 20 is just too obvious, isn't it? Your brain seems to ignore those, and maybe Google's same when it's just like a boring number. But 27 or 36, whatever, it just kind of sticks. I don't know. There's probably some psych going on there. Okay, I don't know why I'm not looking such a great colour today. It's like the colour correction has gone out on the camera. Looking a bit pasty. But anyway, I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. I'm going to just get all the endings out of the way, but keep the questions coming in for the next 5 minutes. I will still try and answer them as best I possibly can. But I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a peak concurrent view count of 53, which is good. I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, if it did help you out, do click the like button. If you're new here, then subscribe, that'd be great. And yeah, should be uploading some more videos next week. The stream should go back, the live stream should go back to Wednesday, all being well. It was Halloween yesterday. I was debating whether to come on after Halloween, which I probably could have done because the kids were actually in bed at a reasonable time, and in the Halloween stuff just for fun. But hey, whatever. I'd had a few beers by that point, so it probably wouldn't have been good. But hey, maybe next week we should do a drunk stream or something. That could be exciting. Rohit says, can I have a look at your earnings for beer shirts? You can. They're about 20 odd pounds a month at the moment. Again, no promotion, no content, no nothing. And I don't think the niche is quite right on that one. There's not many people looking for beer shirts, funnily enough. San Andreas says he gave up the pub to watch this. Wow, I'm honoured. Now you're regretting it, I bet. Yeah, I bet you wish you went to the pub. But yeah, you can't go to the pub every night, can you? Scott says, anyway, you can get a free cookie policy to put on a site. Not that I know of. I mean, you could always just find one off another site and then rewrite it slightly. I'm not advocating. I'm not recommending that you steal other people's content, but you know, a lot of these cookie policies are the same. You do need to kind of customize them to fit your site, which is why the IU Bender, which doesn't ever sound right when I say it, the service that I recommend in my videos from a few weeks back, I really like that, because although it is a paid for service, you're able to customize it to fit exactly with what you're running on your site and create a really, you know, watertight cookie policy. It is a real kind of small fee. It's a really small fee, so I wouldn't worry about it. But you know, I know you guys, a lot of you guys haven't got a lot of money, so yeah, go and find a free one. But yeah, if you can afford the $9 or whatever it is, I'd go for IU Bender. Night, Carl. Good to see you again. Glad to hear that things are going well for you. Be good to catch up sometime, Carl. Let me know how you're doing on your site. Dio says, when adding products, will WooZone and the reviews, will WooZone add the reviews and description of the product? Yes, it will. But you might want to rewrite the description so they're unique. Okay, so yeah, Ayubenda, how do you pronounce that? Anyway, it's $9 per month for 5 sites. Swift Game says, apart from Amazon, which affiliate sites would you recommend me joining for my sites? Is there a list? I haven't got a list. It really depends on the niche you're in. So it'd be very difficult for me to like reel off a load of different merchants. Amazon is obviously great because they've got a lot of products. But say, for example, you know, you're in the pet niche, like I am in the dogs. You might then sign up with some other pet stores, and now they may have an affiliate program that's directly with them. And to find that, you go over to the site, scroll down to the footer. Generally, you'll find a link to the affiliate program there. The other place to go is somewhere like Commission Junction or CJ.com or Affiliate Window, which is awin.com. They've got loads and loads of publishers on there, so you can join up with them, and then you could do a search for pet retailers or whatever, and it would give you a whole list of other pet-related merchants that you could join. Share a Sale is another one. If you do it, as R7 has just said in the chat, if you're doing kind of health stuff or selling more electronic products, then ClickBank might be another one. There are tons of different affiliate networks and places to join up. So it really depends on your niche. So for example, with me, with WP Eagle, I sign up as an affiliate with hosting companies, but I also sign up with WordPress theme companies. And generally all these companies have their own independent affiliate programs. So I have to go around to each one, fill in a form on each one, and do it that way. It can get a little bit confusing to work out which ones you've signed up with and which ones you're actually in. But yeah, it's going to depend on your niche. Okay, so it's 9:30 here in the UK. It's been a really good stream tonight. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found those content ideas useful. And you're going to now go off and create some content. I know I am. I've got loads of content to create and work on. It takes time creating content, and you just need to be aware of that. You know, if you're banging out articles really quickly, then they're probably not good enough. You know, really good content does take a little bit of time to put together, a little bit of planning, a little bit of thought. But once you've created that content, it's there, it's out there, and if it's done properly, it should bring you traffic and hopefully in turn bring you commissions for quite some time. So yeah, thank you all very much for joining me. Remember, WP Eagle merchandise is available still over at wpeagle.com/merch. Do go and treat yourself to a t-shirt. I'm going to be adding some more products soon. I haven't got around to it yet, but these t-shirts are available in a range of colours and a range of designs. You can get the one with the eagle, or you can get the one without the eagle, whichever you prefer. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. I really enjoy your company on a Wednesday night, or even a Thursday night as it is tonight. But yeah, I'll be back again next week on the Wednesday, all being well. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much, and it's bye for now. But actually, before I go, I need to just find a button to press. I need to plan this a bit better. I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to press the button. Let's do that again. Thank you very much for thank you very much for joining me this evening. I've really enjoyed it, and yeah, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, do press the like button, and why not leave a comment after the stream ends? A lot of these stream videos, I don't get many comments, so yeah, if you've got something you'd like to say about tonight's stream, leave it below when the stream ends, and then it'll be there forever for everyone to see. And if you do leave a comment, I will try and like it, and I might even reply. But anyway, yeah, till next time, I've got the button ready. Bye for now.